Yeah, it's time for our regular feature, Lifting the Lid, with our friends at the Yesterday channel, where we try to explain how something works. And the one thing that you all need to know how it works right now is a Conservative Party leadership contest. Let's speak now to Philip Norton. Lord Norton is a Conservative peer and a historian of the Conservative Party. No better person to explain it. Good morning.
Morning.
Take us through the nuts and bolts, first of all, of how this leadership contest will unfold.
Well, as you know, nowadays it's the MPs who narrow the candidates down to two to put to the party membership. So the rules as they now stand, or at least they were used in 2019, is that candidates put themselves forward. As happened in 2019, you'd need 8 people to nominate you, so a proposer, seconder, 6 others. And then there's a series of eliminating ballots with thresholds. So the way it was used last time, you need to get at least 5% of the members in the first ballot, 10% of the second, and then it's an eliminating ballot thereafter. So it'd be determined to some extent by sheer number of candidates that put themselves forward. Now, in the old days, it was MPs who elected the leader. Nowadays, it's the party members, but MPs are in control of narrowing it down to the last 2. So you might get quite a lot of tactical voting along the way.
And is it varies how long this process will take? Because I suppose that's a big. Everyone wants to know, when will we get a new Prime Minister?
Well, that it depends on the number of candidates. I say it's eliminating ballot. Now, if there was only one candidate, that would be it. But I think we know that is most unlikely in present circumstances, and rather a lot of names are being touted at the moment. So it could be a long process in terms of the succeeding ballots to narrow it down to the last 2 that then put before the party members. And of course, the last 2 will then do the rounds talking to party members up and down the country.
And of course, what happened back in 2016 was having MPs having whittled it down to the last 2, Angela Leadsom and Theresa May. Angela Leadsom pulled out the race, so they actually didn't end up having the vote. That Theresa May ended up going into number 10 as Prime Minister. As a historian of the Conservative Party, Philip, put into context not just what's happened in the past 24 hours, which is pretty extraordinary, but actually the fact that we are heading for the 4th Conservative Prime Minister in 12 years. That's quite a turnover rate.
It is, and as you've touched upon, in exceptional circumstances. So it's a series of exceptional circumstances that have occurred, triggered by other constitutional developments, which themselves have tended to be unique, including, of course, the 2016 referendum and the outcome there, triggering David Cameron's resignation, Theresa May's decision, of course, to hold a general election or to request a general election in 2017. So we've had a series of discrete events which have triggered the changes in leadership. So it has been, as you're touching upon, a very unusual time in terms of British political history. And
lots more history to unfold today and in the coming weeks as well. Philip Norton, Lord Norton, Conservative peer and Conservative Party historian, thanks so much for joining us, explaining how all this is going to work.